And we're live. Yes.
All right.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad that you reminded me that we need to do it tonight because I literally would have missed when there was a. That's a bit confusing. That's a bit too much. Got the Leicester City kit on though, so
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known there was a Thursday night game, so I'm glad that you did let me know.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty that don't realise there's a game tonight.
Yeah, I
Apart from
was half-tempted not to let Purnell know, but I did. He claims he knew already, but I seriously doubt that. Yeah, and then obviously there's Boxing Day as well, so I don't think we're going to get one in before then. So I thought we'd cover both weeks. Let me just, I'll just get my screen while you finish munching. I'll just get make a start. So, well, I guess we'll look quickly back at last week. I actually did all right last week. I needed it.
Oh yeah, who won?
I did. I think I got 68 with a -4, so 64 for the week. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think I was.
Yeah, only just. You got 62. Yeah. So you got 70.
Yeah, I took the -8, didn't I?
You were actually. I got really lucky there, didn't I? Because if Solanke had played, obviously they've taken the Bournemouth points off. I would have lost.
Well, no, because to be fair, because Gordon came on for the same points.
Yeah, but Solanke would have got free bonus, surely.
Oh yeah, he would have done. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would have lost. And also I would have Semenyo would have come in for me for a 1 instead of Cash for a 2. I mean, it's only 1 point difference, but because I already just beat you. I got a bit. Yeah, I got Cash. Cash. Yeah, I still haven't had a chance to get rid of him, and he actually started. Then he went off after 64 minutes, but they'd already conceded.
I've been reading. Well, we'll come to it actually when we pick our teams, but yeah, there's some sort of interesting insight around Villa defenders. Considering they got Sheffield United this week, it's worth pointing out. But yeah, we'll come on to that.
Yeah, I don't know whether to take. We'll see. Have a look at the team. I don't know whether to take a minus this week or not. At the moment, I haven't. But yeah, Livramento as another worrying one for me now that Burn is back, but he played and got free bonus. Which was crazy because Burn scored and Livramento didn't even get a goal or an assist, but he somehow ended up. Yeah, he must have been massive.
I think it must be because it's the same as Trippier playing on that side. Like he gets bonus without necessarily doing anything other than getting a clean sheet. So they obviously favour that side to attack down. I assume he gets more passes or whatever.
The trouble is, I know Trippier's not on form, and it sounds like he cost them the other night as well in the League Cup, but he's going to start. I think there's a very, very strong chance Livramento is going to be on the bench, even though he has been playing well.
Yeah, most of the Newcastle fans on Twitter I've seen have been coming out supporting him and saying that he won't be dropped. But if he won't
be dropped, he's captain, isn't he? Yeah, he's not.
If there was any game you're going to do it, it would be Luton when you could have Livramento and Hall, but for some reason Lewis Hall didn't seem to be getting any minutes, so I reckon it'll be Trippier and Livramento. I reckon it's too much to play Burn 2 games in a row straight back from injury. Did he play in the League Cup?
He came on. Okay. I think he didn't start, but he came on.
Yeah, I don't think Trippier.
I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna have to risk it, and yeah, there's not much I can do. Anyway, obviously, Salah captain. That was pretty disappointing. Liverpool were pretty poor. Glad I brought in Watkins last minute because 9 points. That wouldn't have been good if I didn't have him. And then obviously Palmer did quite well as well. So not bad, yeah. And then Dubravka having that double Newcastle, paid off for me last week.
Average is only 44, I see. So
yeah, it's very low average, isn't it? I don't get that.
Most people in our league, all the leagues I've seen, have got 50 plus. So
yeah, it's good though. Yeah, I needed a decent week just to
morale.
Yeah, exactly, for morale as well. Yeah. Beat per now as well. That was good for me. That's not actually what I wanted to look at. So yeah, you obviously took a -8.
Yeah, brought Son in for fucking hell. It's gonna be
That was obviously the thing. Well, let's have a look. It was Son for Chan, was it? For playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you did mention you were thinking about Richarlison, and Richarlison scored.
There's always gonna happen on there. It'll probably do it this week, but
I've actually brought him in this week. I've doubled up.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I needed to get rid of Doku, and he was like the same price. I figured it's home to Everton is probably not a bad week to have them.
Yeah, whenever you can make a straight swap, like with no money difference, it's good, isn't it? Because he's not going to have to fuck around with getting certain players back in. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Porro's on just solid, isn't it? It keeps getting points.
Yeah, I was having a look at my team value last night, actually. It's like, I didn't think I was doing that great, but if I take everyone out now to do a wild card, I've got 102.5 to play with, so my squad value is 105, which is pretty decent, I think. I don't think I'm usually that high at this point in the season. So I've got
104.7. What's mine? 104.7. Mine's 103.6. So yeah, you've got like a mil. Yeah, your value's gone up like a mil more than mine.
Yeah, I think I got Porro, Trippier early. Salah I didn't really like because obviously I've been looking ahead as well to taking him out, and just obviously because I never look at taking him out, but obviously just thinking about AFCON coming up, he's gone up to like 13.2 and he started at 12.5. So if you do take him out, just remember that you're going to have to pay more to get him back in if you're going to spend. Yeah, because I nearly come unstuck by that when I was planning my team.
Yeah, that was a good thing with Haaland, isn't it? Is because his price didn't change. I mean, I've still got that Haaland money in the bank. The only thing with that is I was thinking that I'd like to bring him in for Alvarez and not Watkins, which means I'm still gonna have to save some money somewhere in my team,
or do an early wild card.
Yeah, which I don't really want to do.
No, I didn't want to either. If you can set it up, then yeah, it's good.
I think I can do it, but I just need to figure out where I'd save money. It'd probably be on. I guess it would probably be downgrading Son or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then I got reasonably lucky with. Well, we thought United wouldn't score, so yeah, decent for Simicast. I did start Areola, but he didn't play, so I was quite lucky as well that Dubravka came on. And other than that, yeah, basically everyone's got that midfield now near enough. Probably teams about.
Gordon obviously came. He's got a yellow flag here. He obviously came off. Apparently, it was a bit of a bad tackle. I didn't see it, but
yeah, how unhappy.
But he played for a while before coming off, innit? So he's probably all right. He didn't come straight off after the challenge. He played for a bit. So, but yeah, maybe a little bit of a question mark on him this weekend.
Yeah, I think hopefully I've got the squad to deal with it. I've been looking more at the weeks ahead rather than this week, but I do need to make a transfer because I'm light in defence this week.
So my only transfer I said was Richarlison for Doku. I'm not really, it's not ideal that I've got 4 players in the Liverpool Arsenal game.
There'll be lots of people will have, I imagine, 3 minimum.
Yeah, and then like Cash in theory starting against Sheffield United is fine, but is he actually going to start or not? It's very uncertain.
So the team news with that one is that Pau Torres is out, which means that Konsa, who usually plays right back, will probably play centre back, and that means that Cash will probably play. But I think supposedly they have a bit of a weird system where it can either be Cash. They didn't really have like a right back as such, like a right wing.
Yeah.
Diaby, Bailey's out as well, so it's going to be Cash, Diaby, or McGinn. But Tielemans is out and Kamara is suspended, so McGinn is probably going to go into centre mid. So yeah, it's going to be between Cash and Diaby who gets that spot.
All right then, yeah. So he's got a decent chance.
Yeah, if I had him, I would start him. I just don't think I've got the balls to bring him in, just in case.
Yeah. And then obviously the other one, like I said, is Livramento. I'm a bit unsure whether he's going to start or not. But again, I mean, worst comes to worst, I've got Semenyo on the bench. He's not the best sub to have. I mean, if I was going to do a -4, I was thinking maybe Alvarez for Wilson, but
yeah, that'd be a good differential. I was looking at that.
Because Isaac, I don't know if he's all right. He's got a yellow flag against his name.
Yeah, I think Wilson needs the minutes as well, so I would expect that he'll play.
Yeah.
-4, you're going to want him to slot a couple, which he could do against Luton, to be fair. So
yeah.
What's their
I don't know. I think I don't know. Either that or obviously Maguire. It looks like he's injured for a while, so you could.
Yeah. So the other one
I've been just get him out.
So you've got you see today Reece James is out for 4 months.
Yeah.
So Gusto is well and truly back in the reckoning. He played. He had some minutes in the League Cup, but I'm imagining he'll start at the weekend. Not sure what his injury was while he was out. So.
Yeah. So maybe Gusto, maybe a Spurs defender you could do potentially, unless.
Your doggy's out suspended. So you're looking at Porro.
Porro is quite pricey now, though. Romero maybe, but I say gets booked all the time. Yeah, it's a difficult one with defenders.
Could double up on Villa.
Could do, yeah.
I've been tempted by that. Diego Carlos, he's 4.4, and he's started like the last 5 centre. I know it's not like an attacking defender, but they've got Sheffield United, then United, and then home to Burnley. So home to Sheffield United and home to Burnley in the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, that is a decent little run.
Then it's like, would you prefer, if Bailey's out, does Diaby become an option again? But your midfield's already sorted, really. So same as mine, I can't really justify getting him in.
Yeah, I think he's had a good run in my team. I only just got him out, so I don't really want to get him back like straight away. But yeah, I mean, price wise though, you're right. It's sort of like Gusto is the obvious one. Straight swap for Maguire. Actually, save 0.1.
Not sure how many more good fixtures Chelsea have got before it gets bad again. They're probably about 3 into their run of 6, I reckon. So he's probably good for a few weeks still.
Yeah. And they've got decent fixtures as well, haven't they?
Next 4 are all good. Well, 6 out of the next 7.
Still, though, I still don't know whether that's worth a -4. I might just leave it for this week, but I might bring him in next week for Maguire. And then obviously City are back next week, aren't they? So
you just got to hope that one of Livramento or Cash starts, and then you'll be all right. If only one misses out, you've still got Semenyo, haven't you? If they both miss, then,
Well, if Cash doesn't start, he's definitely going to come on anyway. So you're gonna get both of them. So yeah, just got to hope basically. Shall I have a quick look at yours?
Let me just get that out.
Did you obviously Man City? I saw they played the other day in
3-0.
Yeah, did Haaland play?
He wasn't even on the bench,
wasn't he?
No.
So there's a chance he might not even be back for that next game.
That's why I'm waiting. I think I'm holding the cash and waiting to see what's going on with him, because I might postpone bringing him back for that first week that he's back. No, wait, hang on. Haven't they got Sheffield United? Is it Sheffield United they got first game back, or is it Everton?
I was just looking then.
Everton away, so you could potentially leave him out for that one and wait and see, and then get him in the following week.
I mean, definitely. Obviously, there's a couple more games, and then there's that little. I mean, a lot of teams only basically have one game in Jan, isn't it? It's mad. And Man City have got Saturday the 13th of January, and then
I was wondering. I thought there might be 2 FA Cup games in that time, but I think it's just one, and then there's like a mini break. I think is that what it is?
Yeah, so if I think the first weekend is probably FA Cup, and then Prem, and then winter break. So then, yeah, like no game for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
See
my team?
Yeah, I had it on now. Yeah.
I need to change Areola for Dubravka, but yeah, my thinking is just use my 1 free transfer, Maguire out. I could afford any defender I want, but I think same as you, I want to stick to like the template that I've got. So I'll probably take Maguire out I wanted to risk cash, but I might just play it safe and go for that Diego Carlos, and then he's good for a few weeks as well.
Yeah.
If Gordon misses out, then unfortunately it'll be one of Gabriel or Simicast, but I'm sure there'll be a lot of people in the same boat there.
Mate, yeah, but the thing is, I swear, like I'd almost rather have not rather have, but it's like the United Liverpool game. I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty low scoring. Like,
yeah,
often, I swear it's happened a few times where you think, two big teams playing each other, I'll bench the defenders, and then it ends up being a 0-0 draw, and the defenders get bonus or something. So it's like,
yeah.
But I suppose Liverpool Arsenal, you'd think there will be some goals, but yeah, don't know.
Yeah. So it's either going to be Gusto or Diego Carlos. I haven't decided yet. But fucking hell, yeah, I need to hurry up because there's only half an hour. So I'll have a little look in a minute for some. Where's the game tonight?
It's Palace Brighton, isn't it? I think
a little derby.
The weirdest derby in English football. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for this week. Moving forward, my plan is.
I mean, the other thing is that like there's going to be. So I was just thinking, there's going to be a lot of rotation this next 2 game weeks because you've got like Newcastle. I mean, most of the games are on Saturday, nearly all of them. So Saturday 23rd, and then you've got quite a lot of them playing Boxing Day.
Yeah. And I didn't realize there was League Cup this week. So like, there's some teams that are going to have like 3 games in like 9 days, like Newcastle, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Yeah, I suppose Saturday, Tuesday isn't too bad. Like you can still.
They've chucked it all into one game. No, wait, hang on, one about that's next week, isn't it?
Yeah. Because sometimes around now, I swear, normally it might only be like 48 hours between games, but it looks like everyone's got at least 3 days in between.
Yeah, I think one transfer this week, and I think next week I'm not gonna wait. Next week's the week City are back, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think the plan was for me to bring. Who Liverpool got? No. Yeah, I think I've got the money to bring Haaland back in for Alvarez next week. But yeah, let's see what happens on the injury front there. And then the week after, this will be the last game that Salah and Son play before they go. So you're gonna want Son home to Bournemouth, but Salah's got Newcastle, so maybe opportunity to get him out 1 week early for like another City player. I was thinking Salah out and Doku in if he's back.
Yeah.
Could be a bit
I was just having a look. I'm 0.2 short. If I wanted to put in Haaland for Alvarez, like I'm 0.2 short at the moment. Obviously, if I bring in Gusto for Maguire, that's 0.1 there. I'll still be 0.1 short, but maybe Haaland might drop again between now and when he actually plays.
He might do, yeah. I think I've fucked up a bit actually with my planning. I don't think I have got enough money to get Haaland.
Mate, it's a lot. You need a lot. Like I've got
4.3 in the bank, and Alvarez is shit. So I'm going to be.
I've got 6.9 mil in the bank, and I can't even afford it.
Yeah, I fucked that right up.
You can't That's why I brought in no one since I took out Haaland. I haven't brought in anyone of more value than who I took out.
That's what I was thinking. So I took. Oh yeah, Son I put in, didn't I?
Son and then Watkins. That's the thing. Then we didn't have Watkins before. Watkins is much more expensive than Alvarez. So he's like a mil more. So there's like a mil there as well that you've got to find. So literally, I've got 6.7 mil and I still can't afford Haaland.
No, I remember. I've written my plan down. I remember. So it's basically risk not having Haaland for game week 19, whether he's back against Everton or not. save the free transfer, and then in game week 20, Salah out for Doku and Solanke out for Haaland. I've got with 0.2 spare. So
And like you said, I don't know what you got Salah for, but I got it for 12.5. So
yeah,
I can't. Well, yeah, now it's 13.2. So
yeah, but the only thing is though, he's going to be. I was looking; they've got like a really easy group, and so South Korea. If they get to, I think even the quarterfinals, they'll miss 3 weeks. So I think with the amount of transfers going out for Salah, it'll probably come down maybe 0.3 in that time.
Wait, so AFCON is Saturday the 13th of Jan to Sunday the 11th of Feb.
Yeah.
So okay, that is the one Saturday when there's Prem games. The one. Yeah. Okay, and then what? And then you miss.
Oh, right. So sorry, yeah. So he's only actually going to miss maybe 2. Depends how far they get. But
no, you're right. It could be 3. It could even be 4 if they go the whole way. Yeah, because it's game week 21, 22, 23, and then game week 24 is the 10th, 11th of Feb, and that's when the final is.
Yeah.
So if they go all the way to the final, then it could actually be 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. I think South Korea, I was looking at the Asia Cup, and it's like, I think South Korea are comfortably in the top 2, 3 teams. But yeah, who knows?
It's going to be, I mean, it's probably going to have to take Salah out because 4 weeks is 3 or 4 weeks is quite a long time to keep someone of that high value.
Yeah.
Just
the way I'm looking at it is if you take him out like the week before he goes,
it'll drop.
And then he'll drop, and then bring someone in who's got good fixtures in that time and hopefully does well, and they'll go up, and it'll sort of, you might make
it out a bit.
Yeah, yourself out a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
A bit of forward planning required. Because I think if you can navigate that period without using a wild card, you're going to be in a strong position for the rest of the season. Then,
yeah.
The other thing is, I haven't really looked at it yet, but now that the League Cup is at the semi-final stage, there's going to be a blank for Liverpool, Chelsea, Fulham. Yeah, those 3. So they'll obviously have a double at some point. City are obviously
the semis are still played midweek, aren't they?
Are they? I thought, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's only to get to the final.
They're 2 legs, in it. Semis of the League Cup are 2 legs, but they're midweek.
Okay, maybe
it's only the final that will be that you'll miss a Prem game for. So yeah, but it's quite likely to be a Liverpool Chelsea final.
Yeah.
When would that be? The
first week in Feb, I think. So probably here, game week 23.
It's 25th of Feb.
Oh, 25th.
But the thing is, if that Salah, if he gets all the way to the final, then he'll come back for like 1 game week, and then potentially the following game week they won't even have a game because they might be in the League Cup final.
Yeah.
So he might literally play like 1 week out of like 6.
Yeah.
So you might not even want to bring him in as soon as like straight after, because if they haven't got a game week the week later, what's the point?
And if Liverpool do get to the final, then the fixture they're going to miss is Luton, so that's going to be a big double game for them when they're back. Yeah,
I think obviously obviously the temptation is going to be to captain Haaland. I mean, that's dependent if he's fit, but to captain Haaland for that Man City double game week that they've got coming up. I think that's what most people are going to do because it's just an obvious thing to do. But you're right. If there's a chance that Salah comes up with a double and one of them's Luton, then that would be, I might hold off until that.
Yeah, it could even be a triple captain shout, that one, and maybe save because you've used your free hit, haven't you? So is it your free hit?
Yeah.
So that could be a good week for triple captain. Speaking of captain, who are you captaining this week? I've gone Watkins.
I've gone Watkins as well.
Yeah.
It's got to be on it, really.
Yeah.
Son Vice, but yeah, it's got to be Watkins.
Yeah. Shall I have a little look at the leagues from last week?
Yeah. I need to charge my laptop.
Head-to-head league. So I managed to get a win on the board against Ross. Where are you? You managed to get a victory over Use by 3 points. Josh won a head-to-head against Adders. Kev Martin with a big 73 over Greg. Derby.
Yeah. Solid.
Rye with yet another win.
Rye, I don't know what's happened to him this season.
He's in a different time zone somehow. He's absolutely flying.
Yeah.
7-point lead over second, and then miles back to the rest.
Oh, shit.
I've actually gone above you in the head-to-head now.
Have you? Yeah, I think it's going to be firmly mid-table. I think it's going to be hard to.
It is.
Mate, Ed at work, he's in the top 100k now with that score, 1,024 points. Yeah, he's just been on a tear. Like, I think me and him were like pretty much level a few weeks ago, and since then I've obviously gone one way, and he's just consistently hitting good scores.
Let's have a little look at his team. See how he's doing this.
I think he was quite early on Gordon.
Yeah, he's on Lanky. Stearns, Salah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're all sort of gravitating towards that sort of team now, but
yeah, the ones that have had Son and Salah the longest have done the best, haven't they?
Yeah.
I need to give a shout out to we'll come on to the league in a second. I've joined Pernell there. Close up. And let's just have a little look at the fixtures for this week on the head-to-head as well. So we got me against Nath, you against Josh.
Who have United got?
Who have they got?
I don't know, but I should be all right. Have you seen that meme going around of the guy who looks a bit like Haaland? No, it looks a bit like Højlund singing that song. Have you seen it? Nah. I gotta send that to you. And then it's like the music video of him, and like it's like the lyrics and everything like fit quite well. And he looks but he's kind of like he's kind of like disabled, but he's not like he's obviously a singer, like it's an actual song.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, it's funny. And then I saw today he's like done it again, but in like he's wearing like the United shirt, so he's obviously he's like played into it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll send it to you now.
Use against Matt is a big derby. Rye's got Pernell. We could do with Pernell doing a little favour there. Yeah, some pretty good fixtures there. And then, I need to give a shout out because apparently there's a guy he watches regularly, but I don't think he comments. Where is the league? I can't even see him in there. What's he on about? Oh, and it must be on the money. Yeah. Tom Martin, if you're watching, big up yourself in the money league. You've been doing bits recently, but get involved with this one. I think the link's still in.
I haven't put it in this week, but happy. Yeah, send it across to him. Anyone who is watching, drop a comment as well, because I can see there are a couple of people. But yeah, those are already over 1,000 points. Fair play. That's a good milestone to hit. Still not, 6. Like I'm like what, 70 points now off Ed. It is quite a lot, but not.
It is not insurmountable though.
I'm 60, you're 70, but yeah, it's not insurmountable. But yeah, Glenn and Ed has sort of pulled away a bit these last few weeks. But yeah, I think like I said, if you've hit 1,000 or like last game week, then you're right up there. You're doing well, and I think everyone else probably like a week behind.
Yeah.
And then what about Boxing Day? It's hard to obviously. Let's just let's have a quick look at the fixtures and how that looks. So Yeah, so you got obviously Newcastle. It is still quite a quick turnaround, and they are the lunchtime kickoff, and they've obviously been playing basically the same team every game.
Every game, yeah.
So
Forest
not
bounce as well, potential.
Yeah.
But Newcastle are strong at home, so yeah, Dubravka and you've got 2 Newcastle at least.
It's quite a good week though to have. Yeah, a couple of like Liverpool, pretty good fixture.
Yeah.
City,
Arsenal's not bad, although West Ham have been a bit better recently.
Yeah, Kudus, man, he's one. That, in fact, obviously, I brought in Richarlison quite quick, but if next time I bring in a midfielder, he's going to be he's definitely one I'll consider.
Yeah, he does look bloody good. Like, other than like the goals he's been scoring, from what I've seen, yeah, he looks a good player.
Yeah,
and Paquetá as well has been doing bits recently. Maybe another one for West
Ham.
Yeah,
what did he get? 3 assists.
Yeah, 3 assists. Yeah.
Yeah. Paj there, yes, Paj. Brighton have gone off the boil, aren't they?
They're weird, aren't they? Because we only beat them 2-0, but we absolutely dominated them. But they're still quite high up in the league. I noticed they've got some decent fixtures. Obviously, got a bit of a derby match this week. Then a harder game, but then after that, they've got a few good games. I think like Brighton, Luton, Wolves, maybe. But yeah, they're a tricky one because I had a look at them, and it's like we said before, it's like they're just so interchangeable. The only player you can really rely on playing all the time is Gross, and he's like just a weirdo. Like,
yeah, I've never had it. He's been there for time. I've never had him.
As well, it's just weird.
Yeah. They've got their squad's just too big, and like there's just too much rotation going on.
And you've got Sheffield United, Luton, so there's no obvious like smashing for either of them.
Obviously.
No. But yeah, City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Villa have all got pretty good fixtures.
It's going to be interesting, and especially in Jan. I know there's only one game, but when Son and Salah are away, if you take them both out, and then obviously you're probably going to have Haaland, but it's like you're basically going to be able to get pretty much any team that you want. Like money's not going to be an issue.
No, I guess it's a chance for people to go for a few differentials if you're behind and catch up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I think it's good. That's what it's. You need to try and find the next, or at least for that period, like who are going to be the ones that you think know. But it's tough, man. There's no like I don't know. It's like waiting for I don't know, like a Bruno to start scoring, or like
one of the more expensive that people would have to spend like 8 points to get in if you can get in on them early, but.
All of those around that price, especially in midfield, aren't really doing much. That's the thing. You got like obviously there's Bowen, but like Rashford like barely starting anymore and hasn't been doing anything anyway. Like maybe it'd be worth taking a punt. I know he's a striker, but taking a punt on Nkunku when he's back and just try and get him in early and hope that he does well. Basically, like hits the ground running.
Yeah, he came on in the League Cup for about 20 minutes. So, you might get a start this weekend or a few more minutes.
I think Jesus is another one.
So I've been looking at Arsenal because their fixtures are looking pretty tasty after Liverpool. Pretty decent run there. A few tricky games in between. But, like, even Havertz now is, like, he could be a big differential. Scoring goals recently. Odegaard will have Martinelli. Like pick whichever one. That's the only problem is like none of them like excel. They all do about the same. So it's like a bit of a lottery as to who does best on the day.
Yeah.
But not that many teams out there with any Arsenal attackers other than Saka. So Jesus could be a shout. Obviously we got the transfer window coming up as well. So
I might try and get. I tell you what though, I might well try and get Trent. When Salah's gone and then you've got all that spare money, I might try and get Trent in.
Yeah, that could be a shout.
Because at least Yeah, I mean that's I've seen more people are starting to pick him now, but yeah, obviously his form's been pretty good recently, and that's like I haven't been able to afford him basically all year, but that'll be the time when I could actually do it.
Yeah, they're saying that Timber could be back in at some point in January, which is nuts really because he did his ACL, and at that point it would only be about 4 months. But supposedly he's like made unbelievable progress, so not so much news for fantasy, but that would be huge for us going into season if we can get him back.
And then Madders is due back in Jan as well.
Yeah, that's the point actually. There'll be a few players like that, and the other one I was thinking will
KDB
be
as well, isn't it?
KDB. That's a huge one. That could be a massive differential actually, and Robertson will be back soon, which means that Simicast's run is probably going to come to an end. So you need to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, KDB, that could be. I've seen that he's training with them over wherever they are for the World Cup. Be interesting to see if he gets some minutes. I'm sure he will.
Robertson on fantasy is saying expect about 21st of Jan. So yeah, not far away. And Manners is the same, 14th of Jan. Like there are a lot of injuries at the moment, where with only one game in Jan, by the time we get to Feb, should have like a lot more players to choose from, I suppose. And then you've also the other one is Tony as well, isn't it? He'll be available.
He'll be available, and then there could be players from other leagues coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, like United are gonna have to try and sign like a striker.
They've come out and said they haven't really got the funds to do anything. They've already spent it all, so they might not be able to. But they might be able to bring someone in like they did Veghorst last season, but maybe someone a bit better that could, be a bit of a differential up front for them because, they need goals. You're right. We'll probably try and sign a striker, I imagine, as well.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's just a case of just getting through. Like I think, like I said, there's going to be quite a lot of rotation these next couple of game weeks, so it might be hard. And like that's why I think I need to get Maguire out ASAP because the my bench is I've only got one player, and I think I'm going to need more than that.
My squad's looking all right, other than Maguire. So I think this is the week to get rid for me.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. Well, we'll leave it there. I think it's very unlikely then that we'll get one in for Boxing Day. But then what's the one before that? Is it New Year's Eve?
Yeah, there's a New Year's Eve. So
maybe Saturday the 30th. So we'll do one on like the 29th or something. And that So and then we'll look back at the last two and preview that one.
Yeah. What's the big game in the darts tonight?
I was thinking whether we have a quick look at that, but I think because maybe
to be fair, I got a chip fairly soon, so
exactly. Plus the game week's not over yet, so it's a bit of an odd time to look at it. But
actually, I need to sort my team out as well, so we better
you've got Gilding Littler first game.
Oh, sick.
So and then Danny Nopper against Williams, and then Gabriel Clemens against the kiddie from Hong Kong.
Oh yeah,
which should be decent. And then
that's a shit one to end on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not ideal. But it's all second round matches now, isn't it? Which is there's
let's have a look. Saturday looks a good lineup. It's all going to be good games from now on.
We'll save the darts fantasy, but for that one on the 29th, we'll have a look at it then. So that would probably be
around turnaround time, will it?
It'll be like around just before the semis and final, I guess, or like around then. Maybe the quarters, something like that. So we'll have a look at them. All right, cool. Good luck, everyone. Have a good Christmas. If we don't see you, have a good Christmas, Davis, and catch you on the other side.